Did President Obama make a mistake when he compromised on the Bush tax cuts? Remember, the Bush tax cuts, when they were passed, expired. They expired because there wasn't the money to pay for them. Rather than letting the Bush tax cut expire, the president made an agreement with Republicans to extend the Bush tax cuts. A, was that a mistake? And B, did you speak out against it at the time?
The first mistake was when the Democrats controlled the Congress before the election. They should have forced a vote on this and taken it to the American people. That was the fundamental mistake. The president, I think, cut the best deal he can. I didn't support extending the Bush tax cuts, but they were holding up, Scott Brown was holding up unemployment benefits, was threatening cuts to Pell Grants and everything that we need. But here's the deal on the deficit, folks. We have to have a balanced approach. Yes, we have to stop the tax cuts for the wealthiest people. We have to end those. But we also have to be honest with you and say we're going to have to deal with entitlement programs. Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. We have to cut defense spending. There are 4 bipartisan commissions who've looked at this. They've all said we got to get $4 trillion out of the long-term debt. Otherwise, we're going to lose our country. And I'm one candidate who will tell you what I think is the truth, which is we got to look at both sides of the balance sheet. We're not just going to get there just by going after taxes. We also have to have reform so that for the young people here, Social Security is here for you, Medicare is here for you. I'm proud of those programs. We have to make sure they're preserved, but we have to deal with it.
Because I agree with some of the answers that have already been given, I'm going to take this a little bit different direction. We have a fundamentally broken system because of the money that is corrupting our politics. If you want to know, we have one party that has already been bought. We have another party that rents itself out. We have too much money. We have too much money. We have too much money flowing in through secret things. I would reverse Citizens United. And I also want to say that if President Obama could reject PAC money, if John Kerry could reject PAC money, if Alan Casey and I could reject PAC money, I would ask all these candidates, particularly Professor Warren, to reject PAC money. It is part of the process.
First, I am also not taking PAC money. Like Alan, I believe the mistake was made before the election. We should have forced the Republicans to vote against a tax cut before that election. I don't think we would have lost anywhere near as many seats in the House if that had happened. And I certainly spoke up to that with the people I was working with on the governor's campaign, but like I say, the press wasn't quoting me then, or like Marissa said. And again, you know, everybody else has been talking about cutting the budget, and budget cuts don't help the economy, they hurt the economy. A budget cut is another word for a layoff. And a big budget cut in the federal government can put a huge drag on the economy. It's the absolute last thing we want to do now. And I'm speaking as the conservative, fiscally conservative guy.